Welcome to Moondoe's Home and Garden. Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to Moondoe's Home and Garden. I am your host, Moondoe. Today, we're gonna build a coffee table. So today's project should be pretty easy. It's a little coffee table. Usually this is everybody's first furniture type project. I know this is my first furniture type project, so I figured something nice and simple. I kind of have an idea of how I'm gonna build it, not a full idea. So we're gonna pretty much be winging this thing as we go. But I have a good idea. Measurements, how long, tall.
What do you mean by that?
So without further ado, let's build us a table. All right, so we got all our wood and stuff laid out here, what we're gonna use for the top, legs, supports, all that good stuff. Got a couple measurements all ready to go here. So I kind of got an idea of how tall and long I want things to be, you know, so should be a pretty simple build. First things first though, we do have some nails. Now this is all recycled wood from the local lumber yard that I got, so naturally, you know, most recycled wood might have some nails in it. We're gonna try our best to get as many of these nails out as we can. If you can see, a lot of them are dug down into the wood. You flip it over, you know, they knocked all the tops and stuff off. So we're gonna try and get out what we can. The good thing is this piece is gonna be the top support right underneath the top table of the coffee table. You understand what I'm saying? So you're not really gonna see it, is my thing. So if we can't get all the nails out, no big. I ain't gonna sit here all day trying to get some fucking nails out of the damn board. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even gonna see it after we sand it down and put it as a support. So without further ado, let's see if we can get some of these nails out real quick. Let's get it. Well, I didn't think that's happening. All right, so first we're gonna sand down all this wood, get her nice and smooth before we assemble it and before we cut it. And if you see here, we're gonna have to do some touch-up cuts here, get that straight. It's a little, you know, crooked, so we gotta get that straight. So before we do all the cutting, we're gonna start sanding. So let's sand down this wood. All right, we got the angle grinder slash sander doohickey thing guy all hooked up, and now we're gonna start sanding down this wood here. Yo, look at the color it brought out. Look. This was, at first, this is that, wow, man. I think that's gonna look really good with some stain on there. Let's keep sanding. One piece, done. That looks beautiful. I really like that color. Nice and smooth. Yeah, I think it's gonna look really good when it's all stained up. All right, a couple more to go. Let's get them sanded. All right, we got everything sanded. Looking pretty, looking smooth. And let me show you this. I'm gonna show you what I just did real quick. I think this is pretty cool. Check this out. So these right here, these are our top pieces. We got 4 of these, but check this out on the end. I took with the sander and I just kind of did a little bevel round thingy on the end, whatever, you know, whatever the heck you want to call it. But on each end, like all the ends, the sides, the ends, I rounded them off, everything like that, man. I think that's gonna look really cool when we get this all together. And also, if the kid decides to run around by the coffee table and bumps his head, it's not a sharp corner sticking out and knock him in the noggin. So that's another reason why I rounded. I thought that was a really good idea. I think it's gonna look cool, safer for the kids. We're all done sanding. Now we need to chop this wood up, saw it up, and get to building. Let's do it. All right, so the first thing we wanna do, right here, these are our 2 bottom leg support pieces, right? And if you can see here, it's not exactly straight on the end. So we're gonna try and line these up, get them a little straighter, and then we'll measure out our length, how high we want the table. I'm thinking like 18 inches high. I think that's the perfect size. We're gonna get that trimmed up off the end, get it a little bit straighter, measure it out 18 inches, make us some legs for the support. Let's do it. All right, let's cut. That's pretty straight. Now we can measure out our length, but our legs. All right, so like we said, we want 18 inches. Take our marker, mark at 18. All right, 18, we can saw that one up. Got a couple more. Pretty good. Make 2 more. All right, now let's make sure all of them are, you know, the same height. Yes, sir. So that looks pretty good. All right, so these are the main leg pieces. We're gonna take these two boards right here, and this small one, this thinner one right here is gonna be like the bottom. So like essentially it's gonna be like a square, you know, like imagine I'm drawing a square with 4 pieces of wood, and that's gonna be like one leg, and then we're gonna do the same thing for the other side of the table, 2 legs, and then you get the idea of what I'm trying to put down. So that's the idea. These are the main legs. This is gonna be the bottom support. This is gonna, like the one that I told you we're not gonna see, this is gonna be the top support. You're not even gonna see that. So let's get these 2 cut up. All right, so let's take our tape measure here, measure out, looking at 14 inches. 14 inches wide. We need to make these 2 boards, need 4 of them, 14 inches wide. Let's cut them up. All right, there's 4 more supports cut. Let's see if they're all lined up good enough. All right, so these 2 boards are looking good. Nice, straight, lined up. These 2, which are gonna be the top pieces, little, so we're gonna get that trimmed off there, you know, get a little bit more straightened up, and we should be good to put all these legs together. Much better. Now we can build the leg. Okay, so quick change of plans. Gonna kind of switch things up around here. What I'm gonna do right now, so this is gonna be like a 2-dayer project. Number one, it's about to get dark in the next 45 minutes, and I'm definitely not gonna finish this in the next 45 minutes. So what I'm gonna do right now is I just decided I got the top here and the legs, right? I'm gonna stain all these individual pieces tonight. Right now, I'm gonna stain all these, let them dry overnight, and then tomorrow morning, when we got sun, I'm gonna come back out early tomorrow morning, and we're gonna wrap this thing up, build the legs, put the top onto the leg, get it all finished up. Disclaimer, I've never stained a damn thing in my life with wood stains before, okay? So, it's gonna be a new experience for me. Let's get stained. Yeah, I just gotta say real quick, number 1, I'm full stain. Number 2, check this color out. This, I think, is gonna look good. Now, don't mind my staining this. I know I probably suck at this, and it might look like right now, but I think this color is gonna look good. I think it's gonna look very good for this coffee table. I think we done good. So we're gonna wrap this up here, and we're gonna finish staining all this wood, all right? Then we're gonna let it dry overnight. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Finish the build.
The next day.
All right, we're back out here, another day, day 2 of the coffee build project video. Last night we stained all the wood, let it dry overnight. So let's check it out and see how it came out. All right, there's the wood all stained up. We got a couple more pieces over there. I had to do one this morning drying up. And if you could see, remember I was saying I am not a wood stainer. This was the first time I've ever stained wood. If you notice, we got a little hiccups here. Check this out. So I'm sure you can already see this board and all the other boards. These ones look great. Couple little spots, you know, blotchy spots, you know, but hey, you know, it is what it is. But this one, so what I did is with this one, I did the brush, right? And all the rest of them, I used the white t-shirt rag method. If you're gonna stain, use the white t-shirt rag method. It looks really good. All right, here we go. It's gonna be our leg pieces, like earlier in the video, if you said, just like I said, a little square. That's gonna be our top pieces. That's why you're not gonna see those. That's why we didn't stain them. Let's get these things put together, huh? All right, one leg, done. Not too bad, not too shabby. Pretty sturdy. Get the other one built. All right, 2 legs put together. Now we put the top right on here. All right, this is essentially what we got. I guess you can kind of see those top supports a little bit, so we'll stain those up. Just, you know, just a quick little dab or do, so it's not ugly like that. But that's essentially what we got. Now we got to nail top onto the legs. Let's do it. one in the middle is a little bowed, a little warped, but hey, not too bad. It gives us some detail. So essentially, I mean, there we go. Cool little coffee table. I thought this was gonna be hidden a little bit more, so we'll just stain that up. We'll just stain this up right here. Just a little, you know, a little bit, you know, make it blend in and stuff so it doesn't look ugly. We missed a little spot right here. So we're gonna get that stained up, make it all blend in. That's essentially what we got. Coffee table, first furniture project in the books. Not too bad if I say so myself. I really like the color. I think it looks good. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in to Moondoe's Home and Garden. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.